In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 ways to best handle losing streak. So for that and more, watch the rest of the video. Alright, great. So losing streaks is something that most people don't want to talk about, but unfortunately, this is an inevitable part of trading. All trading systems will undergo losing streak regardless of how much their win rate is, regardless of how much that system has been profitable. It's going to come a time when the market will go through a losing streak. All right, so depending on your system might get affected. So at the end of the day, all systems will undergo those losing streaks. So it's best to understand that you're going to experience them and to be ready for them when they come, because they are going to come. They might not be as frequent as with other systems, but the truth of the matter is that they are going to come. So you have to be ready when they come, or if you're experiencing them right now, this is how you're going to handle them better. Otherwise, all systems undergo losing streaks, as you can see right here. Okay, so this is the number of losing trades in a row you can have, and this is the wins, and this is the losses right here. And you can clearly see that the higher the win rate, the lower the losing streak, and also the lower the win rate, the higher uh the losing streak. So that's how it is. So let's start something right now and talk about how you can prevent this. This is very important. I would encourage you to watch to the end, because the last truth I'm going to tell you guys, the last point I'm going to actually mention is going to be very, very helpful for you guys. So make sure you watch to the end, right? So let's go. So the first one is to be able to stick to your trading plan. It's essential to have a trading plan and stick to it even during a losing streaks. Avoid making impulsive decisions or deviating from your strategy out of frustration, panic, or lack of trust your system. So you have to be able to trust your system and stick to it. So how do you develop the trust and the confidence to be able to execute your strategy regardless of what is happening in the market? So that confidence only comes through having backtested your strategy, having put in the work yourself, and you having the confidence and actually the evidence to see that that system has worked over time. That prevents you from switching the strategy, because you know that that strategy works every time, right? So of course there's going to be times when that strategy doesn't work, but you know that that period is going to pass. So usually the market, it's not usually in the best condition at that particular time. There's going to be a lot of manipulations. Maybe there's a lot of news events coming up. So all those things can mess up your trading strategy, and you can experience losing trades. And that's okay. The most important thing to understand is that those losing trades are actually part of the process. So you must be able to stick to your strategy regardless of what is happening in the market. As long as you have the confidence that the strategy works and you've seen it for yourself, you've back tested, you've forward tested, and you've proven to yourself that that strategy works, then you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is keep on executing your strategy. If you feel that maybe the risk is too much, you can just reduce the risk and keep on trading that strategy. As long as the market gives you a signal, keep on executing, because you and I don't have an idea what's going to happen next. So you have to stick to your process. Make sure that you stick to your strategy, and very, very important. And if you don't have the strategy that you trust, then you have to find a strategy that you're comfortable with. And at M&F Forex Traders, we have our M&F Mastery course, which has been which is the system that we actually trade. So make sure you check it out. The first link in the description. So it's really, really important for you to develop the confidence, so that when those hard times are going to come, which are inevitable, you must be able to stick through that losing streak, so that at the end of the day you come out on the other side. Very, very important. So let's go to the second one right here. So keeping your emotion in check. It's crucial to remain calm and not let your emotions take over during losing streak. Emotion can lead to irrational decision, which can cause further losses, and therefore we should be able to practice self-control and keep a level head. Man. Psychology is absolutely critical in these times, because once you are not psychologically um, equipped to be able to handle such losses, you can literally blow your account. You can literally blow your account, because the emotions that are going to come are going to be very hard to deal with. So you're going to experience things like FOMO, revenge trading, fear of execution, and a lot more. So in order for you to be able to withstand the losing streaks, you must be able to control your mind, control your emotions, which is very important. It's important for you to be able to be self-aware, know exactly what triggers you, and have rules in place that are going to help you. For example, if you get triggered after taking 3 losses, when you take 2 losses, stop for the day, wait for the following day, so that you avoid self-sabotage, right? It's really important. And I always encourage you guys to continuously work on your mindset. As long as you have this strategy figured out, you know your strategy, you know your entries, you know your exits, you know what your setups look like, then what you have to do is make sure that you're focusing 90% of your time working on your mindset. That is extremely important, because especially during the losing streaks, it's going to be very hard for you guys to actually remain calm during those losing streaks, because it will be very you're going to be act irrational, you're going to revenge trade, which is very common, you're going to have FOMO and all that, and eventually you might even blow your account. So it's not worth it. Identify what is triggering you. If it's 2 losses in a row, stop for the day, so that you avoid self-sabotage. Really important. So be self-aware, and I'll always encourage things like meditating, mindfulness. These are really important, that will keep you um, under control, even when you're experiencing that kind of high emotion. So that you, in order for you to be able to remain calm under pressure, you must meditate. As a trader, it's a must. Find a way of meditating or practicing of mindfulness. Take deep breaths. These are going to be very helpful, especially when you're experiencing these losing streaks. As a trader, it's a must for you to do these things. Make sure you are controlling on your mindset, because it's extremely important. Okay, so let's go. And also, 2 books that I recommend on trading psychology. There is the Disciplined Trader by Mark Douglas, and the Trading It Is On by Mark Douglas, and I recommend listening to the audios, and also watching those videos where he held the workshops. Really good stuff right there. So check them out. So the number 3 point right here is learning from your mistakes. Losing streaks can be a valuable lesson, and a valuable learning opportunity to analyze your trade and try to identify any mistakes or weaknesses in your trading strategy, and learn from them, so that you can make changes in the way you approach the market. So, like we always, like you've heard several times, failure we often learn much more from failure than we ever do from success. So, whenever your system is experiencing a losing streak, try to understand, what does it happen. Are these errors your errors? Okay, are you doing everything right? Are you following a system to the T? If you're doing that, then obviously that's outside your control. But if you are doing something that you are likely to actually cause these results here, like maybe entering too early, picking the wrong zones, and all that, if you know it's your own mistakes, then you can learn from those mistakes, so that you don't repeat them in the future. Remember, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, or expecting a different outcome. So if you know that you are actually involved in those mistakes, then take a moment, reflect, find out what is it that you're doing, and find a way of actually not doing it, so that your results are going to improve. If you are the reason that is happening, most likely you're going to see an instant improval in the results. But of course, if it's just a normal losing streaks, which is absolutely normal, then you don't have to worry about it. All right. Stop refining your strategy, your setups. Just keep on trading, because that phase is going to pass. All right. That losing streak is going to pass, and your strategy will start working better in the normal optimal market conditions. So If you're making a mistake, identify your mistakes and learn from them so that you don't repeat them. However, if you're not doing anything wrong, the market is not just working for you at that particular time, keep on executing and have a long term goal. Really, really important thing right here. So, there might be a time when maybe you've taken a lot of losses. You've gotten sort of like involved in like maybe taking a lot of losses. You acted in irrational and then emotionally, and then you took this big trade and caused a lot of damage on your account. So the best thing you can do is for a moment maybe just take a break so that you can reflect on that and take care of your emotions. So taking a break, if you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed by a losing streak, it may be a good idea to take a break and step away from trading and give yourself a fresh perspective so that you can focus again. So when something very significant has happened, yes, it's important for you to actually step outside and maybe take a few days off so that you can reflect on what happened. All right. But if it's not really a big loss, taking a break away from trading can actually cause you to miss a lot of beautiful trades, right? Because these losing streaks tends to come and go. All right. So if you step away when the next trading opportunity was supposed to have made you money, guess what? You just missed out on it. That very important. Even though we appreciate the importance of taking a break, but we should really think about it because that next trade that you've missed might be the trade that was going to make your week, your month, and your entire year. You would never know. So, no wonder we preach making sure that we have a long term mindset where we focus on executing our trades while predefining our risks so that we can take 20 trades and still be okay even if you lost all those 20 trades. That kind of a mindset is what gives you and what makes you become a consistently profitable trader because you're understanding and actually accepting and internalizing each loss because you are okay taking that loss. All right. So know when you're supposed to take a break. If you've really been affected, yes, it's important for you to actually take a break, reflect on what's happening, and find a better way of actually coming back so that when you come back, you have a fresh view and fresh perspective of the market so that you can become the consistently profitable trader that you know you are. All right, so let's go to the fifth one. So focus on the long term. Forex trading is a long term game and losing streaks are just part of the process. So don't get discouraged by short term losses. Instead, focus on your long term goals and objectives. Man, I've been preaching about thinking long term for a long time, right? There's just so much uncertainty in the short term. Whenever you're going to judge yourself on one, two, three trades, you're just going to cause unnecessary stress. Stop looking in short term. Don't even judge yourself after taking three, four losses. Those are just too minute. Judge yourself after a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, a quarter. Look at a lot of trades. Don't judge yourself on a two, three, four trades because on those particular trades, anything can happen. But if you take a larger sample size of trades, and Mark Douglas recommends 20 to 25 trades, then you can judge yourself. You're going to realize that you most likely you're going to be overall in profit if you have a system that actually works, right? So don't really beat yourself when you're going through the losing streaks because losing streaks are going to come and they're going to come more frequently. They're going to come. They're there, and the bad part about it is that we never know when these are going to come. So it's about us having a long-term mindset and also ensuring that we are objectively identifying our strategy, our age every time. We are predefining our risks every time. We are executing flawlessly because that's what's going to cause you to become a consistently profitable trader. Otherwise, in the short term, anything can happen. Don't be sad when you take a loss. Don't be happy when you take a winning trade because when you win a trade doesn't mean that you were actually right. It just means that probability was in your direction, was in your favor. And when you lose a trade, doesn't mean that you were wrong. That means that at that particular time, probability work against you. All right, so there's nothing to be sad about or to be happy about, because you're not even responsible for that, for making yourself a winner or a loser. It's just the randomness of the market, which either works in your favor or not. So stop beating yourself up. Losing losing trades are going to come. So the moment you become excited when you take a win, you'll be extremely depressed when you take a losing trade. So there's no need for you to undergo that that swings of lows and highs. Those are not really healthy for you as a trader. So have a long-term mindset, focus on a series of trades. Trust me, that's going to help you big time. All right, so overall, handling losing streaks requires patience, discipline, and having a positive attitude. By following these tips and maintaining a level head, you can stay on track and overcome losing streaks as a forex trader. So, you guys, remember, consistency is the key to success in any field. So, make sure that you are consistently and objectively identifying your edge. That's if you have an edge. If you don't have an edge, if you don't have a strategy that works, the first link in the description gets you our M&F Mastery course. Check it out. So make sure you have an edge, and make sure that you're consistently predefining your risk and really accepting the risk of each trade, because you understand that anything can happen. And on top of that, you have to be able to work on your mindset regularly. Work on your mindset, because that's the only thing that will make a difference when losing streaks come. So I hope you found value in this video. If you have, make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section. Check out um our other videos. We have plenty of videos so that you can learn much more. You guys, I hope you found value in this video. Until next time, goodbye.